A man is left dead in a police standoff against an armed suspect on Sherbourne Street.
A stunning day of more admissions, accusations, and petitions at City Hall. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Wednesday, November 13th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Alexandra Gundy. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Nicole Campea. Ahead on our show, we have all your news, sports, and entertainment highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, Alexandra has our top story.
A man has been killed after a shooting standoff on Sherbourne Street. It is still not confirmed whether the man who was fatally shot was the armed suspect. Police have closed Sherbourne Street between Wellesley and Carlton to secure the area. Toronto Catholic District School Board says Our Lady of Lourdes School is under lockdown during the ongoing standoff. The suspect was seen behind a building on Sherbourne at approximately 12:30 this afternoon and is believed to be wanted by police.
Toronto City Council met for the first time today since a video of Mayor Rob Ford behaving erratically was released and Ford's admission that he had smoked crack. The sessions included petitions and a motion asking the mayor to step aside. Caroline Brown reports.
A whopping 41-2 was the vote today to have the motion brought forth about Mayor Rob Ford's leave of absence at today's City Council meeting.
The motion was brought by Councillors Denzel Minnan-Wong and Peter Milson and outlined 5 recommendations for Ford. Apologize for misleading the City of Toronto as to the existence of a video in which he is using drugs. Cooperate fully with the Toronto Police in their investigation. Apologize for writing a letter of reference for Sandra Lisi. Answer to members of council, not the media, and take a temporary leave of absence to address his personal issues. Councillor Jay Robinson also delivered a petition on behalf of a majority of council members.
Together we stand to ask you to step aside and take a leave of absence to address your challenges privately.
If Ford doesn't take a leave of absence, the 2 councillors will ask council to petition the province to have him ousted from office. Council erupted in a heated argument after the motion was passed. Councillor Wong claims he was threatened by Mayor Ford.
I would like you to rule and ask him to apologize.
Well,
I'll be happy to apologize.
Councillor Ford, you don't have the floor. Councillor Ford, you don't have the floor.
Madam Chair.
I want to apologize for calling him an.
Okay.
Councillor members requested Ford respond to recent events and respond to their questions.
Do you think you have an addiction problem with alcohol?
Absolutely not.
Do you think you have an addiction problem with substance abuse and illicit drugs?
Absolutely not.
Do you believe that everything that will come out and everything that might come out in the future now?
Councillor, as far as I know, you don't know if people are videoing this or doing that. I don't know what's out there right now, but everything that I am aware of is out there.
Embarrass you any further?
During the council meeting, a group called Save Toronto convened at Nathan Phillips Square to protest Ford's position as mayor.
Ford, go away, don't come back another day.
According to the group, it's time for Rob Ford to step down and seek help. Caroline Brown, Humber News.
During questioning by Councillor Minnan-Wong, Ford also stunned council this morning when he admitted he had purchased illegal drugs in the last 2 years. In other developments, the organizers of the Santa Claus Parade have asked the mayor not to walk in this year's event, as he would be a distraction.
In addition to council's proposed motion for Mayor Rob Ford to take a leave of absence, a full agenda is underway in the 2-day council meeting. Councillors will consider a proposed property tax hike, and if approved, approximately $1.8 billion will be raised. Social housing, the fate of Casa Loma, and the revenue gathered for the Woodbine Racetrack will also be discussed.
Brampton's mayor is also under fire today. Susan Fennell has claimed $186,000 in expenses. The expenses include $2,000 spent on personalized barbecue aprons, a seat upgrade to first class for a trip to India at more than $3,000, a luncheon that cost $14,500, a $23,000 car allowance, and almost $46,000 for a driver. Mayor Fennell has also expensed ads in newspapers for Sikh holidays and for holidays celebrated in India. The expenses of Mayor Fennell are higher than those of Toronto and Mississauga, which are bigger cities. Some councillors are accusing Fennell of using taxpayer money for campaigning. Some residents still support Mayor Fennell, and others are angry.
Someone finds out about something like this, it can be viewed as corruption, and people can send in letters, they can call, and they can actually start petitioning if it gets bad enough.
Nobody's perfect, and there are other qualities that she possesses that I really admire.
The TTC is proposing to raise fares by more than a nickel in 2014 to support funds towards the cost of operating the system. The increased fare will spike the cost of single adult tokens as well as the Metro Pass. It's been 3 years since the TTC has raised its cash fares. In other TTC news, the subway will mark a milestone today as its 29th billionth rider will pass through Queen Station. TTC Chair Karen Stintz will present the lucky rider with a gift, and a ceremony will be taking place.
Ontario's Liberal government will introduce a legislation to ban sales of candy-flavored tobacco products. Health experts say the sweet flavors attract young people to smoking. The tobacco is available in flavors such as chocolate, strawberry, and bubblegum. It's sold in bright and colorful packaging that most parents would never suspect to be tobacco.
When we come back, we'll have more news from across the country and around the world. Frank Boateng will have the sports news, and we'll have your weather forecast with Aaron Kenny.
You can hang that shovel back up. This cold weather won't be around for long as things warm up for the rest of the week. I'll have your complete 5-day weather forecast after the break.